For those of you who know my wife, you'll know that she enjoys getting into trouble herself. So I'm quite used to this.
After I spoke to him, I was like, oh, Candace has no chance. She's going to become a Catholic.
Now, talking about reflection, one thing about George that stands out is his faith as foundation, his Catholic influence. And no, he was not born Catholic.
And then let's get into your decision to, we say in America, study theology. You would say to read theology in the UK at Oxford.
Yeah. So, my parents are both evangelical Christians. And as you know, my sisters are also, they have a mixed faith life. One of them is very devout, the other one is not. I was raised in a home which is still to this day, my parents' house would be very built around the Bible, would be very built around a daily prayer life, a weekly church attendance. That would be something that is just Bible studies, very regular, involved in the church. Faith was a huge part of our life growing up. You quickly became aware of that in England, just going back to my previous answer about how secular it is, because when you say that you go to church on Sunday in the UK, that is not normal. And so as a result...
You're raised in an evangelical household. You are introduced to faith your entire life.
Yeah.
You are drawn to it at I would say it's very young, 13 years old, but so that's how you are. And when did you make the decision, I'm actually going to study this at Oxford? I actually want to continue this pursuit with theology?
Yeah.
Was it right away? Did you consider a second subject?
I sort of thought about history at one point, but it was quite clear to me, I think, that theology was the answer. I was very interested in it. As I said, I was just very, very interested in it. By the time I was 15, I had begun the conversion experience that I then went through for the next 5 years to Catholicism, which culminated in me converting when I was at Oxford.
A core, often overlooked aspect of George Farmer is his Catholic faith. It informs his worldview, personal ethics, and leadership style. Friends and associates describe a man whose decisions are shaped not only by practical consideration, but also by moral clarity and a sense of higher purpose. His faith influences his family life, charitable initiations, and even professional dealings. It provides a framework for accountability, humility, and service, threads that ripple outward to those around him. You see where we're driving the car? Yeah.
After I spoke to him, I was like, oh, Candace has no chance. She's going to become a Catholic.
In social and business circles, his grounding often contrasts sharply with the often chaotic and performative nature of public discourse. Humorously, you could imagine him quietly correcting someone on theological nuances while explaining a business model, all without a trace of self-importance. More seriously, it's clear that his principles act as both compass and anchor, helping him navigate complex and personal as well as professional landscapes.
You've known Andrew Tate for a number of years. You were just with him for that interview